Proving that I can talk about more than just football, I decided to do a mini review on the recent release of Marvel's Black Panther. Just so you know, if you haven't seen the film yet, don't worry, I will try and be as vague as possible if I talk about the storyline, but other than that, there's nothing really big here for me to spoil for you. So, without further ado, let's begin. To kick this off, I will say that I knew very little about the Black Panther comics before going into the film. I don't really know if the film imitated what the comics had already foretold about the superhero, but I'm now very interested to find out more about the character. And that's the reason why I like this film so much, and why it was so good, because if you don't know the character, like I didn't, you can still enjoy the film from the film's point of view, rather than from the Marvel Universe's point of view. I remember comparing it to the Warcraft film. The Warcraft universe is something that I've tried to get into on a few occasions, but never truly could. But I still enjoyed watching the film from a film point of view when it came out in, I believe, 2016. But back to the film at hand, it was just so damn good. There's a lot to enjoy about this film. The film's main setting is on the African nation of Wakanda, and the scenery is just so beautiful. It truly is one of the most beautiful Marvel films I've seen. So on an appearance level, it's definitely something to appreciate. The costumes are very good and are suitable to the story and its themes within it. And especially the Panther's outfit. It looks awesome. I originally thought it looked a bit like a Power Ranger kind of get up, kind of outfit. Especially when it lit up in all its purple, but that was from my first sight of the trailer, and from there it kind of grew on me and looked really cool, especially when it was within action. The pacing of the film, for the majority of it, was pretty good, with a few exceptions in certain places, and the script I thought was well written, well thought out, and leading on from that, the humour as well, that was a constant figure within all Marvel films, was less frequent in this one, but when it was used, it was really effective and didn't feel forced or fake in any kind of way. So credit to how it was written and then portrayed on screen for that. The majority of the cast within this film are black, which there's nothing wrong with, of course. The diversity and usage of that is well written enough for you not to care about the character's culture or skin colour, but for how well they play their respective characters on screen. As previously mentioned, it was well written and should be enjoyed for how well everybody did, from cast to crew. It wasn't diverse for the sake of being diverse either. I'm looking at you, Ghostbusters remake with the all-female cast, and certainly doesn't base the selling point of it just on the fact that it's a little different. Credit again should go to everyone involved. Another reason that made this film so great was the fact that this film dealt with a lot of issues that sort of, for me, broke the fourth wall a little. It was set in the Marvel Universe that was also dealing with the types of global political and racial related issues that are faced in the real world today. I liked it, I liked them tackling it, but I can see that some people who have very strong beliefs on particular areas that we shall say are controversial may not enjoy this film for those reasons, if you get what I mean. But regardless, a large majority should enjoy this film anyway. Character-wise, other than the Black Panther himself, who I thought was portrayed perfectly, my favourite character was Shuri, who was T'Challa's sister. A super smart, bright girl who's the brains behind the Black Panther's operation. She was certainly a popular character amongst the people that I've talked to about the film, due to her humour and how she presented herself. Another character I liked was Okoye, who's the head bodyguard. People may know that this is a character played by Danai Gurira, who is Michonne in The Walking Dead, and just like Michonne, we have another badass character on our hands with this one. I also enjoyed Martin Freeman's role as Everett K. Ross because, well, he's Martin freaking Freeman. His role in this film was another interesting and well-placed component, and according to Martin himself, Everett will be a recurring character in a few more upcoming Marvel films, something I'm very much looking forward to. The film is clearly a little different to the usual style of Marvel films, which isn't a bad thing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that it broke that little bit of a mold that Marvel films have currently got. I like that it was really different. The fighting is well done, but a little less flashy than in previous Marvel films, but with the cast, script, character portrayal, acting, CGI, it was a great overall film. And like I said, it's a film where you can go into it not knowing much about the film's background, but can still enjoy it nonetheless. It's a little bit unpredictable in places, you'll probably find that out if you go and see the film yourself, but it was a very minor and nitpicky point I just made there. Regardless, it's not a major issue for the film. I knew and I knew very little about it anyway, so it's just a complete minor issue that I had. But with that exception in mind, I'm excited to see how this part of the universe will feature in future Marvel films, because he seems to bring a different element to the entirety of the Marvel universe. So I look forward to seeing the Black Panther and references associated with him become more included in the future. Looking for a score out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8.5. Points taken off for a minor predictability thing I picked up on earlier, bit of slow pacing that I also mentioned in rare places, and for the very clear 2015 meme, which you'll find out when you watch the film. It's very evident and very clear. But the film is set in 2016, so maybe I'm just being a bit nitpicky again. Also, make sure to stay right to the end for the post-credit scenes, which are very interesting to say the least. What did you think of the film? Are you even planning on seeing the film anytime soon? Are you excited for Infinity War? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and listening. Hit that like button on the way out if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And I'll see you in the next video.